Everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. I am excited today to be able to share with you some special things that Tupperware is offering this month. Some of them are products that we are selling, and then others are some that we're wanting to give away for free. So I get the pleasure of sharing all that with you, and I can't wait to talk to you about them. So let's get started, okay? All right, I want to start first with these products that we have to sell, because these are three of my personal favorites, and you're going to see that in just a moment, that I use in my kitchen all the time. And you know, they're kind of things that you would not think about as far as your normal cooking until you begin to use these products and do the cooking that I'm going to talk about in the microwave. That kind of is where it's a little bit, oh my gosh, you mean I'm going to cook my spaghetti in the microwave? Yes, that's what I'm going to talk to you about, okay? So let's get started, all right? I'm going to start first of all with this one that's back here at the back. And this is our microwave rice cooker. And for those of you that love rice, once you have this in your kitchen and you begin to cook your rice with it, you probably will never cook rice another way because it comes out perfect every single time. There are three parts to this piece of particular set. You, of course, have your bowl here. This is your little insert that goes on the top, and I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. And then this is your cover, okay? So when you get ready to cook your rice, we're cooking in the microwave. We're not cooking on the top of the stove, okay? You're going to be putting your rice and your liquid, your water, whatever, in here. You do get instructions with the amount of rice and the water quantities that you want to put in there. But you're going to put that inside, and then you're going to put the insert right on top. And it even has a little diagram for you so you can tell exactly how it goes. Now, what is the purpose of this little thing? Well, it's pretty cool. You know, when you cook rice on the stove, you know how the starch builds up in the water? Exactly. And I don't know about you, but I've had it to boil over plenty of times, which makes for a big old mess. But anyway, that same thing happens inside this container. That starch is still going to build up, and it is going to come out of these little holes right here. And here we go. We're going to put our cover on and press it down on the sides, and it's going to also steam back up through these little holes that are on the sides. Can you see those? Okay, and then it goes right back down into the rice. It doesn't boil over and out into your microwave, but when it goes back down into the rice, then that's what cooks your rice to the exact perfect consistency. And then once you cooked it, you're going to take it out and set it. You open up the sides, lifting the handles, lift it up so that away from you, so that that steam is not going to hit you in the face. Take this off, and there's your rice cooked perfectly for whatever you want to do with it, how you want to serve it, whatever. So that is our first one that I wanted to share with you. The second one that I'm going to share with you is this one. And when I told you that these were some of my favorite things in my kitchen, I'm telling that in advance because this one is actually right out of my kitchen drawer. And no, it isn't. It is out of my sink because I used it this morning, all right? This is called our breakfast maker. And the breakfast maker is a piece of Tupperware that you can use to actually make a 2 to 3 egg omelet in the microwave in like 2.5 minutes. Oh my gosh, oh, it's unbelievable, okay? Now, there are several parts to this little set as well. You have your cover. Do you hear my microwave beeping? That's because I've got something going into the pasta maker, and I'll share that with you in just a moment, okay? But the breakfast maker has a cover, has inserts, that's what I got to tell you about. And then you have your base, okay? Now, these inserts, when you purchase yours, are not going to be green. They're going to be the same color as your breakfast maker is. These, like I said, are those that I've had in my cabinet for ever since we've had a breakfast maker. And what are the purpose of these? We'll talk about in just a moment. I'm going to talk about why is it called the breakfast maker. I just shared with you that you could do a 2-3 egg omelet in just 2.5 minutes. And you all, it is this simple. All you have to do is break your eggs right into your container, add some salt and pepper, and then beat them really well. You with me? And if you're going to add, like this morning, I told you I did one, I added some shredded cheese to mine. I put it right in there then. Lots of times I like to put green pepper and onion and some ham or some bacon, whatever you might have that you like in your omelet. Go ahead and put it in there. Then you're going to cover it and you're going to put it in the microwave on high for, I do to my 2 egg ones with stuff added, I do them for 2.5 minutes and they come out perfect. I did not spray this thing with any kind of spray or put any butter or any of that in there. All I did was put my eggs in there and beat them up, cover it up, and put the microwave on high for 2.5 minutes. And then I can just slide it right onto my plate and it is perfect. And so that is how you do a quick omelet. But say, maybe you say, well, Debbie, I like scrambled eggs. Okay, that's fine. We can do scrambled eggs. Again, break your eggs right in here, beat them up, add your salt and pepper, cover them, zap it for a minute, and take it out and stir them up a little bit. Then put it right back in there and zap it for another. And now you've got your scrambled eggs, okay? So that's a couple of breakfast things with eggs, and there's a lot more. You can do French toast. Oh my gosh, y'all, in about 2 minutes. All you do is beat up that egg mixture that you normally use for your French toast, break your bread up into chunks and soak it into your egg mixture and then put it in here, cover it, put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes and take it out and you've got your French toast. Done. So quick, so easy. Okay, well, in addition to those eggs, you can use this to do things like you can make brownies for one person. You can do cakes. You can take 1 cup of cake batter and put it right inside here, cover it up, cook it for like 2 minutes, and you've got a perfect little cake. In fact, one fun thing that we do at our parties, especially in the summertime, is we make those. And if you notice the shape, do you see how it's shaped like this? Well, when it's cool and you turn them out, they're like the shape of a flip-flop. And you can ice them up really cute and decorate them and make them look flip-flops. So we do flip-flop parties during the summertime. But this is probably one of the coolest little pieces that we have. Now, what about those? These are your inserts. And these you can use if you like poached eggs. You're going to put the inserts right inside. You're going to put your water in here. And you're going to break your egg right into the water. Cover it. 2 minutes, take them out, lift up your egg out of the water, and there you've got your poached eggs. Really quick and simple again. Another thing that I've done with it too is if you like the blueberry muffin mix or corn muffin mix, things like that, you can take and put just like about 1/4 cup in each one of them, cover them up, put them in the microwave, and before you know it, you've got your little muffins fixed and ready for you. So fun piece of Tupperware. Such a useful piece. I am telling you that I told you I used it this morning. I use it quite frequently because I do love to have my eggs in the morning. And that is one of the quickest and easiest ways to do it. And with such little cleanup. Okay, so there we go. Now, the third one that is another, this is like my go-to piece. This is called our pasta. If they say it's a pasta maker, I prefer to call it the pasta cooker because that's what we're doing. When I think of pasta maker, I think of rolling it out and all that kind of good stuff. No, we don't do that. This is to cook your pasta in the microwave. Yeah, your spaghetti, your macaroni, your bow ties, all of those. The only pasta that we do not recommend that you cook in here is your lasagna, the noodles, okay? But all other pasta, you can cook right in the pasta cooker. Okay, now how does this work? Well, when you can have your own, you will see on either end there are measurements for the number of servings that you want to prepare. And there are two figures. There's two lines. The first line will indicate how high to put the amount of pasta, dry, uncooked pasta. The second line is a little wavy line, and that's how far up you cover it with water. And of course, like I said, it's depending on how many servings you're going to be preparing as to what you will put in there. The only thing that you want to add is a little bit of salt to your water. And I give it a stir, and then we're going to put this in the microwave uncovered. Let me say that one more time. Uncovered. And that's very important, okay? Now, this one, we covered it. But with your pasta cooker, you're going to put it in the microwave uncovered. And you're going to cook it the required amount of time, and that will vary depending on how many servings you're making and how well you like your pasta done. You know, some people like it al dente, some people like it really cooked. It's just entirely up to how you like yours done. Now, once you have cooked it, then you're going to go to the microwave and you're going to lift it by the sides. This part and all of this is really hot, but these little side pieces right here are not hot. And you're able to pick it up just like that, and you're going to walk over to your sink. That's when you're going to use the cover. Now, your pasta maker has little holes. Can y'all see those? Yes. See those little holes right there? All right, the cover has an arrow that points down. And what you're going to do is put the cover so that the arrow is pointing to those little holes. And then you're going to lift it just like this. And guess what happens? The water all drains off. Exactly. You don't have to have a second piece of a colander or anything like that. All the water is going to drain right off. And then you take your cover off, and of course, now your pasta is cooked and ready. Now, I just happened to have put some macaroni in the microwave right before we started. You heard my microwave beeping. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, good. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Now, I would normally go to my sink. Right now, we're going to use this little bowl. And I'm going to line up my little arrow with my holes. Got me? And then I'm going to lift it with the sides. And look at that. All the water is draining right off. Got it? Give it a good little toss there. All the water is gone. Let me set that over here to the side, and I'll show you my pasta. Woo, about dumped it out. That's not good. Can you see it? All done and ready for me to do whatever I want to with it. Now, I will tell you that these products are the most time-saving things that I feel like we have in our product line. And the other part about them is they're so easy to use that even your youngest children are able to do their own omelets or their own eggs in the morning or cook their own spaghetti. I know I have one customer, and she shared with me about the pasta cooker being her very favorite. She said, my son loves spaghetti. And she said, and it is so easy when he is like starving. I can put it right in there in 10, 12 minutes. I've got his spaghetti ready. And it's just really, really convenient. So I encourage you to check these out. We are offering the breakfast maker and the rice maker at special prices this month. I mean, big special prices. So you want to make sure that you check them. And then we have our pasta maker, which is at a regular price, but worth every penny, okay? So those I just wanted to share with you because those are things that we are selling as special items this month. But then the second thing I wanted to share with you is something that we're giving away for free. That's really cool, isn't it? And that is this entire set that you see right here in front of me. These are called our Crystalwave products. Now, let me set this over here, okay? Crystalwave is the product line that we use to reheat in the microwave, which makes them very, very convenient for storing your leftovers and for carrying them for lunches, all of those kind of things, and then being able to reheat them whenever you need them. Now, when I say we're giving away this set for free, this is one of our gifts that we are offering to our host during the month of July who host a party or a gathering or an online get-together, whatever works for you and your schedule, and has sales of $500 or more with 2 datings from yours, okay? And then you can get this whole set absolutely free. So let me tell you a little bit about the product line itself, and then I'll share with you about the different pieces, okay? First of all, Crystalwave. I've already shared that it is microwave reheatable. And one thing I want you to listen about microwave reheatable, when we say that, we recommend that you reheat in the microwave at like 80% power as opposed to 100% power. Now, I know everybody doesn't think about changing it, and I'm the same thing. I zap mine in there all the time. But if you can get in the habit of doing it at 80%, you will find that your food will taste better. Because what happens is when we're doing it, when we reheat at 100% power, we're actually recooking the food, okay, rather than just reheating it. All right. So, a couple of things. First of all of the Crystalwave products have little feet on the bottom. And the purpose of those is so that when it's sitting in your microwave on the glass shelf you have, the microwaves can get all up underneath it and all around it, and not just being able to go down through the top or through the sides, but they can go up underneath and get in from that way as well. And that helps to heat the product or your food more evenly, okay? Another thing, do you remember how I said to you on the pasta maker that the sides were cool? Well, guess what? All of your Crystalwave containers have these handles on the side. And when you put this in the microwave to heat it, yes, it gets hot. But the handles do not. So you're going to take it in and out with the handles, and that way you don't get burned, okay? Now, when you get ready to reheat it in the microwave, that's when this little magic valve is really important. When you are going to microwave it, you're going to pop it open. When you are storing it in the refrigerator, you're going to pop it closed, and that's, of course, going to keep all the air out and keep it nice and fresh, okay? But when you're ready to microwave it, you simply press, and that pops it up. There's a little hole right there that will allow the steam to come out when it's in there heating up, but it protects your food, and it does help it to heat up faster, but it also keeps things from falling down out of the microwave into your food. And that might not be important at your home, but if you carry little things like this to work and you reheat, I don't know how many times you've really inspected microwaves at work, but they're not always the cleanest, okay? So just a little tip, all righty? Okay, so the other thing that's probably one of the most important ones is that on the inside of our containers, we have a non-stain finish, which means that if I carry some spaghetti, or if I carry some soup or something like that, then I don't have to worry. This is not going to stain. So that's a really important factor as well. Now, we do sell these little bowls in our catalog, but like I said, this month, we're offering them in this special set for free. This bowl has a capacity of 2¼ cups, which is the perfect size for some leftovers. It's also perfect for some when you want to carry like a thing of soup or some lasagna, things like that for lunch. You've got these, and you can get 4 of those in that set. The second thing that you're going to get are these big containers, and you're going to go, what in the world are those? Have all the same features that I just shared with you right here. But this is a large divided plate. Oh my goodness, yes, okay. So many times, especially if you have men or big eaters or whatever at your home, you've cooked dinner, there's leftovers, they want their lunch for tomorrow, then you can of course fix it right in here and seal it up, and it can go in their lunch bags, and then they can reheat it in the microwave when they're ready. It is a large quantity, so we do also say this is the perfect one to take when you go to your mom's house. She's cooked a big meal, maybe Thanksgiving, Christmas, just any Sunday dinner, whatever, and fill it up with her leftovers to bring home, and you've got Monday night's meal ready to go, okay? The other thing is that even if you've just cooked at home for the evening, sometimes you have just a little bit left of that, a little bit left of that. You can go ahead and put them right in here, and then you've got all of it right there for the next night and in one container. So you do get 3 of these large containers, and you're like, wow, that's really cool, because you can have them prepared and then have extras for fixing up for the next day. But then this one is my personal favorite one, because it again is a divided container. You see the 3 sections, but it's a smaller, more, to me, more reasonable size for my leftovers from dinner, to have them all fixed in here and to be able to reheat them the next day for lunch. Perfect size to fit right into your lunch bags and have it real quick and easy and convenient. Of course, by carrying your own lunch, you can save lots and lots and lots of money. And so, think about those things. Now, when I said I'm giving this away free, that is exactly what we're doing. We are offering it to all of our hosts who host a party of $500 or more, absolutely free. And we would love to be able to share it with you. We want to give away a bunch of them this month, okay? So how could you do it? Well, you know what? Just get together 6 or 7 friends, let them all buy this set right here, this 3-piece set, and you're almost there. If you get all 3 of those together, it's $73. And so, like I said, 6 or 7 friends, and you've got your $500 in sales. So thank you for your time this afternoon. I hope you have learned something and you're very interested in these. You can see all of these on our personal website, and we'll be more than happy to help you. Thanks again. So long.